Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd. The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
From the Grenadian capital, this is Network News for Tuesday, May 20, 2025. In the headlines, Grenada wins 18th gold medal at Chelsea Flower Show. Health officials warn of uptick in measles. African Liberation Day celebrations set for Sunday at the Esplanade Mall. 4 Grenadian journalists attend disaster risk reduction workshop in Barbados. Also in the news, regionally, after a weekend of floods in Trinidad, climate change experts warn it will only get worse. Internationally, heavy flooding in Argentina leaves thousands displaced. Plus, in the sports news, GFA Premier League set to kick off this weekend, while Daryl Cyrus called up for duty with West Indies A-team. We'll bring you the details right after this.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave bathroom tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
From GBN, I'm Kenroy Baptiste. Grenada has struck gold once again at the prestigious Royal Horticultural Society's Chelsea Flower Show in London, clinching its 18th gold medal today. The award-winning display, themed Tribute to our Sister Isle, Carriacou, wowed judges and visitors with its vibrant array of tropical blooms, spices, and lush foliage, showcasing the rich biodiversity of the island. This 8th consecutive victory featured the Old Mill. The resilience of the sugar mills for over 200 years speaks to the resilience of the sister islands of Carriacou and Petit Martinique following Hurricane Beryl in July 2024. Led by renowned designer Catherine John and her dedicated team, the Grenada Pavilion stood out for its artistic flair and cultural authenticity, continuing a proud legacy of excellence on the global horticultural stage. We can tell you too, tourism and culture officials have praised the team for flying the national colors high and inspiring pride across the diaspora. Now, health officials in Grenada have issued a measles alert, raising urgent concern about a high risk of measles outbreaks in the region, as declared by the Pan American Health Organization, PAHO. We get the rest in this Beverly Telesford report.
Measles outbreaks have been reported in the UK, the USA, Canada, and recently in Belize, countries with frequent travel connections to Grenada. The Americas region was designated to be at high risk for measles outbreaks about 2 months ago due to ongoing virus circulation, low vaccination rates, and increased vulnerability in the population. In Grenada, measles vaccination coverage is currently below 70%, far below the 95% needed to prevent outbreaks. Chief Medical Officer Dr. Sean Charles told our news desk this This means that, quote, should a case of measles occur in Grenada, we will have difficulty to control it and many will fall sick or worse, end quote. Dr. Charles also noted that Grenada has a large vulnerable population. The measles alert has been issued to put everyone on notice that this matter needs to be addressed. The most effective way to prevent measles is vaccination, as there is no treatment or cure. Measles is a highly contagious viral disease that can lead to severe health complications, including pneumonia, encephalitis or brain infection, and even death. Schools and daycare centers are considered to be at high risk of disease spread, yet enforcement of mandatory vaccination laws remains weak. The most affected age groups are 1 to 4, 10 to 19, and 20 to 29 years old, with most cases among the unvaccinated. Parents are reminded that immunization is a legal requirement for school attendance. In the event of an outbreak, unvaccinated individuals may face exclusion from schools and daycare centers to control disease spread. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
Several children in Grenada are this week benefiting from free pediatric eye care provided by Dr. Alison Auberg and her team. Dr. Auberg is the program manager with World Pediatrics based in Richmond, Virginia. In an interview on Tuesday, Dr. Auberg said the services are funded through a grant for a pilot program in pediatric ophthalmology. She explained that a diagnostic clinic was held in March this year to evaluate patients likely to benefit from surgical intervention, which is being provided at the moment.
So there was the initial clinic in March, and this week we had clinic yesterday mostly for the preoperative patients. I think they saw around 20 or 21 patients. This week we'll have about 10 surgical patients, but I think that there's a couple extra cases because they'll do two different eyes for cataract patients. So we have a couple of patients with cataracts where they'll, with the cloudy lens, they'll remove those and put in a new implant for the lens, and they are also they have patients with strabismus, which is just the misalignment of the eyes, and they'll correct that through surgery as well. And we have 2 patients that were identified that were more urgent cataract cases from St. Vincent and one from St. Lucia, so they're coming over here too as part of our regional approach to pediatric care in the Caribbean region.
She explained that medical providers are in conversation with families to come up with future plans for care and screening.
So under all the patients are under 18, typically under 21, but yeah, a lot of these patients are in the younger range, around 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Genital cataracts, and I believe some can be from any sort of traumatic injury maybe, so that's why we're seeing them in some younger patients as well. It's something our providers, medical providers are speaking with families about and working closely with Dr. Julian to come up with future plans for care, screening, and best way to capture some of these patients at an earlier stage. So it depends on the condition. Sometimes they want to intervene early, and sometimes they want to wait. So it really depends on the patient and the type of condition.
Thank you for your service. All right, so we can tell you the team will depart Grenada on Friday. Other news, CARICOM is urging stronger global partnerships at the 78th World Health Assembly, with focus on the Health Development Partnership for Africa and the Caribbean Initiative. My colleague Beverly Telesford has more.
As the 78th World Health Assembly continues in Geneva, the Caribbean community CARICOM is calling for sustained global support to protect hard-won health gains and to ensure continued progress on healthcare-related sustainable development goals. Dr. Armstrong Alexis, Deputy Secretary General of CARICOM, highlighted key issues that are vital to the region during remarks made ahead of the Assembly, which runs from May 19th to the 27th. Dr. Alexis emphasized the need to safeguard previous investments in health systems, warning against any backsliding on progress made in recent years.
One of the very critical areas is the protection of the resources for adequate public health interventions to continue. With all of the global changes that are happening, funding public health is under threat. And we have to ensure that the gains that we have made over the years, and particularly the gains that we have made in relation to the Sustainable Development Goals related to healthcare, we have to ensure that there is no reversal. And therefore, it really is important for ensuring that we can ring-fence some critical decisions that would allow us to continue to benefit from the investments that we have made in the past.
A central concern raised by CARICOM is the proposed shift in financing formulas and responsibilities within the World Health Organization, or the WHO, which could disproportionately affect small states with limited resources. While the Caribbean is often classified as a middle-income region based on global metrics, underlying challenges persist that demand robust international and multilateral partnerships. One of the key bilateral meetings scheduled during the Assembly is with the Health Development Partnership for Africa and the Caribbean, HEDPAC, an initiative described by Dr. Alexis as a valuable avenue for trans-regional collaboration.
So one of the very important bilateral meetings that we're going to have is a meeting with the Health Development Partnerships for Africa and the Caribbean that we commonly refer to as HEDPAC. Now, HEDPAC is important to us because it's one of the opportunities for us to interlock ourselves into an intervention that goes beyond the Caribbean. It covers Africa. It covers the Caribbean, and I'm looking forward to meeting with the leadership of HEDPAC in order for us to consolidate some of the arrangements that we have made. We've received a lot of support from HEDPAC in the past, and we're looking forward to the additional support to come, again, despite the challenges that we're all grappling with.
Dr. Alexis also acknowledged the uncertain global health landscape, remarking that the world may now be living in what he termed the abnormal, following previous references to the new normal. He expressed hope that the current instability will eventually return to a state of greater predictability, with partners like HEDPAC playing a crucial role in that transition. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
The story to report: Africa for Africans, revolutionary Pan-Africanist unity across borders. The theme that will guide Sunday's observance of Liberation Day 2025. Details in this report from Christina John.
The Rastafarian community in Grenada is gearing up for Liberation Day 2025 on Sunday. The Rastafari Organization for Centralization, in collaboration with the Ministry of Tourism, Creative Economy and Culture, will host a sacred commemoration of All African Liberation Day in front of the Esplanade Mall, St. George's. This global observance is expected to highlight revolutionary unity and cultural pride. This year's activity will place special focus on the example of Burkina Faso, led by militant leader Ibrahim Traoré. One of the event organizers, Kobina Eben, explained why Captain Traoré's example was chosen for recognition.
This is a brother which cannot be manipulated by pieces of paper printed by the slave master to regulate. And once you cannot be corrupted, then your vision, however big or small, is possible to manifest. And his example is so powerful, trying to kill him over 20 times. His people have rallied around him so strongly, and the vision that he shares and what he represents. And he comes from a line of martyrs, because before him, Sankara died in the same mission, and he was killed. And now this brother has taken over. It's like we had a Morris Bishop, and the Morris Bishop was killed, and we're still in the painful process of healing before we could actually raise another leader.
Organizers are promising an enriching experience for the entire family on Sunday, with exhibitions of African-inspired books, arts and crafts, traditional food and drinks, and official speeches and cultural performances. The public is encouraged to wear African attire in solidarity and celebration.
It's a global effect of African Liberation Day this year. And when Africa owns the resources, when African people benefit from the resources that Africa have, then we could probably talk world peace more realistically. Getting to that point, however, is where we're at. We're raising consciousness this year. We're saying Grenada has a connection, a deep connection to Africa. It's time we recognize that. It's time we begin to have social and economic and spiritual and political interactions with Africa. This year it's a Sunday. It's being held in St. George's Town in front of the Esplanade Mall. We've been kindly offered the space to have these celebrations there. We're asking everyone to wear African dress on Sunday. Whether you're going to church, whether you're coming to the event, whether you're in the community, we're asking people, everyone can't come to St. George's, but if you can, please do. Otherwise, cook a pot in the village, play some drums, say some stories, spread the concept of the African history we do have remaining, spread it to the young people.
Sunday's Remembrance celebration will commence at 12 noon. In further observance of African Liberation Day, all schools are encouraged to host awareness activities and to participate in a National Dress Day on Friday, May 23rd, by wearing African wear or national colors to highlight Grenada's connection to African heritage. Christina John, GBN News.
I like the idea of cook a pot in the village. Still to come in Network News, journalists represent Grenada at regional workshop on reporting natural disasters. Back in a moment.
Do you have multiple loan payments? Is your debt weighing you down? Ariza has the solution. Simplify your loan with Ariza's Simplify Loan promotion. Now you can combine all your payments into one easy, manageable loan. Enjoy lower interest rates, flexible repayment terms, and more cash in hand for what truly matters. Less stress, more freedom. Live comfortably while reaching your financial goals. Ariza helps you simplify your life because you deserve financial freedom. Apply now. Visit any Ariza branch or WhatsApp us at 423-4987.
Need to check your bill balance? Use the Grenlec mobile app. Open the Grenlec mobile app and tap the icon labeled Balances at the bottom of the screen. View your bill details, including your current bill balance, the due date by which you must settle your bill, the amount and date of the last payment you made. It's quick, easy, and available 24/7. Convenience at your fingertips.
Hey parents! We all know children don't come with manuals, but you can step up your parenting game. Join the Ministry of Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs in collaboration with the Grenada National Council of the Disabled for an incredible series of community engagement. Discover essential topics like child abuse prevention, understanding discipline versus punishment, building healthy relationships, mastering parenting in the electronic era. Catch us in your community nightly from 6 to 8, starting in the community of River Sally on Monday, May 12th at the River Sally Government School, Tuesday, May 13th at the Mount Horn Community Center, Wednesday, May 14th at the Willis Community Center, on Monday, May 19th at the Anglican Government School in the community of St. John, and in the community on St. David on Tuesday, May 20th at the Ponderosa School. Enhance your parenting skills and create a brighter future for your children. Join us and step up today. Brought to you by the Ministry of Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs.
ACB's me start, manage, expand. Don't call me small. I'm dreaming big. I'm gonna have it all. ACB's me start, manage, expand. They came on all my competition, got the whole bank's attention. ACB, best financial solution. My business has a good reputation.
Ready for success? Call us at 444-4919 or visit us at acbonline.com to learn more. Start, manage, expand your business today.
Sporting fans, ready yourselves for the most anticipated Winston-Tide games, June 7th and 8th at the Kenroy James Athletic Stadium. Come support our athletes as they compete with some of the region's best in the field events and on the tracks. Save the date, June 7th and June 8th, Winston-Tide games at the Kenroy James Athletic Stadium. Stay tuned for more info. Winston-Tide Game 2025.
Heritage Heritage Theatre presents Breaking Out, the Grenada Love Story, featuring Robert White and Lisa Grappi, written and directed by Chris DeRiggs.
But I still love you, Richie.
You love me and you're hard me. 4 big performances, Saturday 24th and Sunday 25th May at the Grenada Trade Center, Saturday 31st May and Sunday 1st June at Deluxe Cinema in Grenville. Showtime 7 p.m. sharp.
He's the love of my life, Auntie. You have to marry a man for other things besides love, child.
Get your tickets at Mitchell's Pharmacy in Grand Anse, Gittins Health and Wellness Wall Street, Gabriel's Pharmacy Pedmata, St. David Pharmacy, St. Andrew Pharmacy, Art and Soul Boutique at Spiceland Mall, 3B's Shoe Store, and GoToFed.com. Breaking Out. Come out and enjoy Grenadian theater at its best.
This ad complements Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited.
Home is easy, easy with Republic Bank.
Are you dreaming of owning your own home? With Republic Bank's Home Easy Loan, you're one step closer to making that dream a reality. With competitive rates, reduced fees, and up to 100% financing, Republic Bank makes owning your home simple and stress-free. Start your journey to independence, empowerment, and the joy of home ownership today.
Republic Bank, we're bringing home to you. Home easy. It's not just a mortgage, it's peace of mind.
Terms and conditions apply.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
It happens to all of us. Low on cash and in need of money right away. Play Instacash Monday to Sunday and there are no draws.
So what you saying? No numbers to choose from?
Nope.
And no draw sessions to wait on?
Nope.
And we can play it anytime and any day?
Yep. Including Sundays. Instacash. Ask for it by name and choose from a wide variety of games as low as $2 and win instantly. It is fast, it is easy to play, and you win cash right away. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Like a freestyle, the life block flowing mile by mile. It's legacy, a beat that don't stop like Bob Marley said. One love on top, the sewage water out of sight, but it's always wrong, don't lose the light. From factories and wells so deep, cut out mangroves and fish they weep. Green water for the garden, keep it green. Save the cash and the earth gets clean. We use the water with a mindful mind. It's out of sight but never far behind. In nature, the answers always flow. Like water running pure, the cycle grows. It renews itself, same drop, same beat. It's all good, man, you got the heat. Water flow, water flow. No clean water, no pipes to grow. Protect our water, protect our future.
Time to go.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Rebecca Television Center, with the hurricane season just weeks away, several Caribbean journalists are sharpening their skills to better report on disasters using the power of data. Details in this report.
4 Grenadian journalists are among 12 regional participants taking part in a disaster risk reduction data journalism workshop now underway in Barbados. The project, which began Monday, aims to equip reporters with the tools to use data to tell more impactful stories on the effects and response to natural disasters. Leading the workshop is Marianne Bouchard, founder and director of Haiti, a global non-profit initiative supporting innovative journalism, including AI and fact-checking initiatives.
So what we hope to achieve with this program is to equip the journalists with as many skills as possible to help them deal with data analysis, data gathering, and how to tell stories, human stories, using data sets. And that's very exciting because the topic of climate change and disaster risk reduction is a very data-loaded topic, and that can be very intimidating for some people. And so helping journalists navigate through this hurdle is a very important and very exciting endeavor.
She's joined by Claudia Baez, a data-driven investigative journalist from Colombia, who also serves as an expert trainer on the project.
One of the things that I didn't realize before I arrived was that the data from Caribbean countries is difficult to specify to extract, because some of the times they are merged with the whole region, Latin American region. I'm from Colombia, so I'm really curious how this information from those communities and those countries are collected, are built, and how the citizens can have access to this information if journalists are struggling to get it.
The initiative, titled Disaster Risk Reduction in the Caribbean, is led by the Public Media Alliance with support from the UNESCO Caribbean Office and UNESCO International Programme for the Development of Communication. Desleon Daniels is the Project and Advocacy Coordinator of the Public Media Alliance.
The focus last year was media literacy, and this year we're focusing on data journalism, specifically on disaster preparedness. I'm sure everyone in the Caribbean is aware of the rising disasters facing the region, whether it's floods, hurricanes, volcanic eruptions. So we thought that this was a really timely project and a necessary one, looking at how we can promote collaboration among regional journalists while also tackling a very important issue.
By the end of the workshop, journalists are expected to build and analyze data sets that can help track disaster trends, response gaps, and vulnerabilities, giving the public better access to crucial information before, during, and after a storm. The project, which comes at a critical time for the region, which faces increasing risks from more intense and frequent hurricanes due to climate change, is part of a fellowship that will run for the next 6 months. For GBN News, Janelle Dick.
Over 10 journalists from across the Caribbean, including Grenada, are participating in a 2-day training workshop designed to strengthen the capacity, awareness, and communication skills of media professionals and staff from National Meteorological and Hydrological Services. Here's what we know. The training, hosted by the Caribbean Institute for Meteorology and Hydrology, is being held at the Radisson Grenada Beach Resort. It aims to improve the accuracy and effectiveness of climate-related reporting, ensuring that climate information, services, and products are clearly communicated to the public and key stakeholders. Head of the Caribbean Regional Climate Center, Adrian Trotman, explained the goals and significance of the initiative.
This week, we will spend most time on climate information as we focus on the upcoming wet and hurricane season. However, we acknowledge that there is also the need to provide information on the shorter time scale, if I could say that, which is the weather type information from few hours to few days. So we're incorporating both time scales into the conversation as we seek to make sure that the media is more comfortable and familiar with the limitations and strengths of our Met services. They have limitations, right, of various types. But at the same time, we want the meteorologists and climatologists and researchers, whether climate researchers from the region, to understand the needs of the public and the needs of the media to be able to translate the relevant information.
Trotman noted that the workshop seeks to educate regional journalists on the critical role of meteorologists, especially their responsibility to provide accurate forecasts without speculating on impacts, enhance the communication capacity of national meteorological and hydrological services, and foster stronger collaboration between national media professionals and meteorological services. He also discussed the current impact of Saharan dust on regional weather conditions and its potential influence on the upcoming hurricane season.
The other thing we are vigilant about, though, as climate scientists, is the role of the same Sahara dust, the layer on which the Sahara dust comes, which is the Sahara air layer, which is a dry layer, and it actually affects our convection. Right? So it reduces rainfall, it reduces tropical cyclone activity. We saw that last year when we were expecting quite a few tropical cyclones after Beryl. But because there were Sahara dust incursions into the region, that slowed down the development. That reduced the development of tropical cyclones. And we ended up with fewer tropical cyclones. But not that they weren't, but they were far more erratic. Yes, in nature. But we cannot, at this time, forecast Sahara dust incursions at the seasonal scale. So we rely on our fellow meteorologists who, with their models, are able to forecast every 7 to 10 to 14 days or so.
Trotman further outlined the expected outcomes of the workshop, expressing the hope that participants will leave better equipped to bridge the gap between scientific data and public understanding.
At the end of this, we need to be able to, as media, need to be clear on, some of the key weather and climate issues in the Caribbean, the background to them, how to respond to them, how impactful they might be, because all of these are bits and pieces of what the population needs to understand.
All right, so the training will conclude on Wednesday, May 21. A 3-day regional workshop at the Jubal Bay Resort Conference Room this week is focusing on ship sanitation to help ensure the health and safety of countries. Christina John tells us more.
This training of trainers exercise is organized by the Pan American Health Organization and the World Health Organization with facilitators from Canada. It involves personnel from various health departments across the region. Dr. Tamara Mancero is PAHO's representative. She explained that the idea is to have a coordinated regional training program.
Pan American Health Organization, we have organized a 3 tiers training program. The first one is a WHO online training. So, for example, all the colleagues that are inside here from all the islands have already passed the tier 1. So they have the basic knowledge of how to do it properly. The second tier would be this training of trainers. So we would identify 1 or 2 team leaders from the islands that can replicate in tier 3 in their own countries the similar trainings.
Kenneth Hazard, Chief Environmental Officer in Grenada's Ministry of Health, explained that this training encompasses ship sanitation, inspection, and the issuance of ship sanitation certificates. He explained further the importance of ship sanitation.
Every vessel that goes on an international voyage must be in possession of what we call a ship sanitation certificate. If it's not on the ship at a particular time, then when they get to the next port that issues that certificate, they must conduct an inspection and be issued with a ship sanitation certificate. That is no requirement under the international health regulation.
The workshop includes a practical component. Participants will visit the St. George's Seaport, where they will conduct an actual inspection, following the procedure for the issuance of the certificate on board one of the vessels in port. Sean Pahar, a public health and safety employee in Canada and one of the facilitators for the workshop, underscored the importance of all countries operating within the same standards.
So today we'll be discussing, or this week we'll be discussing all areas of the ship sanitation program. So everything from how a ship sanitation program exists in terms of the background of the ship sanitation program, the IHR framework, the areas on board a cargo vessel or a vessel that's going to be inspected for ship sanitation, including the potable water systems, the food systems, the sewage systems, the solid and medical waste, the hospital, anything related to the ship sanitation inspection program. I think it's important that all member states for the WHO, with the IHR, all member states of the IHR receive this program so that everyone is working on the same plane program. So one of the issues that we have commonly is one country issuing certificates in a different way than another country that's issuing the certificates. So the aim of this program is to make sure that all countries are kind of as close as possible in issuing these certificates.
Ship sanitation involves health and hygiene practices on board ships to prevent disease spread. It covers safe water, food hygiene, waste management, vector control, and crew health. Regulated by the World Health Organization's international health regulations, ships are issued certificates showing they are free from health risks or that risks have been controlled. Christina John, GBN News.
After the break, St. David's Catholic Secondary School receives musical upgrade. We'll talk about that. Stay with us.
Me have 38 but you man 92. Yeah. You the number one rum, man. That is it. No what? Nice. Yeah. You number one. Yeah, me too.
Whether sipped neat, mixed into a classic cocktail, or savored on the rocks, our rum delivers a taste that captivates and satisfies. Choose greatness. Choose Classcoat, the number one rum. Produced by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Attention all divers, snorkelers and underwater enthusiasts. Effective May 15th, 2025, all visitors to the renowned Mullinair Underwater Sculpture Park will be required to pay a small fee of US $3.50 or EC $10 per person. These fees are essential to support the ongoing maintenance and repairs of the sculptures, as well as the development of new features to ensure the park remains a world-class attraction. Payment can be made through the Grenada Tourism Authority's online payment portal, available on the Pure Grenada website, www.puregrenada.com. We thank you for your support in enhancing this extraordinary underwater product. This announcement is brought to you by the Grenada Tourism Authority and the Ministry of Tourism, dedicated to protecting and conserving Grenada's resources for the enjoyment of all.
Whether you're refreshing a bedroom or giving your home a bold new look, the Color Shop has the perfect paint and tools to make it happen, inside and out. With quality finishes for every surface and accessories to match, we make painting easy from start to finish. Whether it's a DIY weekend or a contractor starting a brand new project, the Color Shop is the trusted choice.
Shop with confidence at Quartz. Get the lowest prices guaranteed. Get appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. If you find a lower price on any other products elsewhere, we'll match the price. Plus, we'll give you back 110% of the difference. Shop with confidence only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
How many times do I have to tell you I'm committed to us?
She made me feel some measure of warmth, maybe even passion.
If I decide to do this, I'll be doing it for you, no one else.
Labukan presents Rivals, playing at Labukan Creative Center, GCNA Complex, all weekends in May, Saturdays 8 p.m., Sundays 6 p.m., and Deluxe Cinema Grenville, Saturday, June 7, 8 p.m. Tickets from Grenadian Optical, Labukan, St. Andrew's Pharmacy, and Go to Fit at $75. Sponsors Bryden and Miners Limited, Knights Auto, Sandals, GBN, Republic Bank, Thrios Auto, Coop Bank, and Huggins. It's Rivals by Francis Urias Peters. Don't you miss it.
You better come back, boy. You better come back.
Hi, I want $10 on Playway, $20 backup on Victory, and cash for each, please. Okay, are you adding multi-X to your bet? Yes, multi-X, all of them. Smart. Best value bet. Backup and multi-X. You cannot go wrong. Don't matter the bet, multi-X all of the daily games.
With multi-X added, your winnings can be multiplied 3 times, 5 times, even 7 times. So make it a rule. Add multi-X to all your Playway, daily pick 3, and daily cash for bets every day and for every drop, and watch your money grow. Available at stores and online.
You heard it here. Multiply your winnings daily. Must be 18 or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Mobility, a common theme woven into the very fabric of human history. From ancient wanderers to modern explorers, our instinct to move, to seek something greater, and to grow has always driven us forward. Imagine a journey into pathways of boundless opportunities and endless possibilities. A collective future where the vibrant rhythms of the Caribbean, rich culture, and welcoming community create unforgettable experiences. Beyond citizenship by investment, we believe in our collective investment of time, resources, and energy that fosters innovation, creates jobs, and enriches lives, driving the growth of an entire nation. The Investment Migration Agency Grenada boasts over a decade of exceptional service and remains committed to guiding you toward global mobility and economic freedom through investment. Your journey becomes our shared story of progress and prosperity. This is an invitation to be part of something greater, something enduring. Begin your journey at imagrenada.gd. IMA Grenada. Unlock the possibilities.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
Welcome back. The drum corps of St. David's Catholic Secondary School has been enriched with new musical equipment. Christina John has this report.
A generous donation from the Sandals Foundation is enriching the St. David's Catholic Secondary School's drum corps, supporting the musical talents of a dynamic group of 40 student members. The U.S. $12,000 donation coincides with the celebration of International Drum Month, observed annually in May. The gifted musicians beamed as they received brand new percussion instruments and accessories, including 20 traps and leg rests, 10 snare drums, 2 tenors and cymbals, and 1 bass drum to add to their collection. The instruments will enable students to further develop and showcase their skills and participate in nationally recognized competitions and festivals endorsed by the Ministry of Tourism, Creative Economy and Culture. Teacher in charge, Mr. John, said the donation will help to make an incredible difference in the lives of the members and the wider school community. John said our Drum Corps has been very active and has experienced remarkable success over the past 10 years. Our students have demonstrated immense talent, dedication, and passion for their craft. The cost of maintaining a high-quality Drum Corps can be substantial, and with the support of the Sanders Foundation, we can continue to teach our students who have, through this donation, strengthened their sense of pride. The St. David's Catholic Secondary School Drum Corps boasts an impressive reputation of top-class performances and have had also brought the magic of their songs to guests at Sandals Grenada Resort, creating a vibrant cultural experience for all. Zakim Hosford, a soloist, shared that the Drum Corps has been an influential part of his life. He added that being a member of the band has helped him to build on his communication, performance, and technical skills as a drummer. Receiving these new drums, he said, is very exciting as they can practice more on their own time without having to borrow drums. Christina John, GBN News.
We'll be right back.
Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wiring accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grand Anne, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Granville, and Central Deputy Street, Wall. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians, from wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up, up, up several notches. But the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
How do you choose your toilet paper? Just because it's soft and nice. That's how I choose my toilet paper. Made right here in the Isle of Spice. Cherish Springs off Harbor Bay. Super value every day. The price is right and locally they're made. Support local when you purchase Cherish and other quality brands from Grenada Paper Products.
Sporting fans, good evening. Grenada's Daryl Cyrus has been called up for duty with the West Indies A team in the upcoming West Indies A home series against South Africa A, set to take place from May 21 to June 11 at the Darren Sammy Cricket Ground in St. Lucia. The right-arm leg spinner played underage cricket for Grenada before making his List A debut for Windward Islands in the 2022-2023 season. He made his first-class debut in the West Indies Championship in 2023 and 2024 and took 6 for 72 against combined campuses and colleges in the first innings of his second match and 5 for 67 a month later in the first innings against Guyana. The selected players have delivered strong performances across regional formats and will now have the chance to test their skills against international opposition. CWI's Director of Cricket, Miles Bascom, emphasized the importance of the series in building depth and continuity within West Indies cricket. Alec Athanaze will lead the 50-over squad, while Tevin Imlak and Jomel Warakan will each captain one of the 2 A-Test squads, gaining valuable leadership experience. Andrew Coley has been appointed as head coach for the series. Moving to football, the Grenada Football Association 2025 Premier League season is set to kick off on Saturday, May 24, with a full slate of matches scheduled. Defending champions Paradise FC will open their campaign at home against newly promoted North Stars at Progress Park, with kickoff time set for 4 p.m. We can tell you too, this match promises to be a thrilling start as the reigning champions face a fresh challenger eager to make their mark. Match day 1 will also see newcomers St. David FC travelling to Cuthbert Peters Park to take on St. John's Sports at 6 p.m. Meanwhile, Hurricanes SC will host Hard Rock SC at Alston George Park. Kickoff time 6 p.m. The day will also feature a double-header at the Karani James Athletic Stadium. Queen's Park Rangers will face SAP Spartans at 4 p.m. Still talking football, with excitement ripe in the air with the start of the new Premier League season set for this weekend, President of the Grenada Football Association, Marlon Glean, has been considering ways to improve the sport locally.
I believe what we haven't done, and we haven't done properly, is the investment in grassroots and youth development, youth competition. We have not done a good job there because the rest of the world are taking off. We've seen amazing players. Look at Lamine from Spain. This is a little kid who is an amazing player. So if a kid like that can come out of Spain, there's no reason why a kid like that cannot come out from Saab or Moncton or Paradise. There's no reason why you cannot get them out. The problem is, you know, in the US right now, if you're 6 years old and you play football, you probably play about 100 matches every year. A 6-year-old. Whereas in the Eastern Caribbean, a 6-year-old probably not playing any competitive football. So when that kid in the US goes from 6 to 7 to 8, and by the time he's 13, he's probably playing 140 matches in a year. Our top players in Grenada, the Premier League, is probably playing 30, maybe 40 matches an entire year. So then the gap keeps getting wider and wider because our players are not playing enough football.
All right, this other story to report in the sports news. The conference finals of the 2025 NBA season are all set. The Thunder will come up against Timberwolves in the West, and the Knicks will do battle with the Pacers in the East. The West finals kick off tonight with Game 1 of the East finals following on Wednesday. In the West, the Thunder ousted the Nuggets on Sunday, winning Game 7 at home to advance. They'll face a Timberwolves team, 8-2 so far in these playoffs. In the East, the Pacers are back in the conference finals for the second year in a row after taking out the top-seeded Cavaliers in the second round. They'll be facing the Knicks, who eliminated the reigning champion Boston Celtics in Game 6 of their matchup on Friday night. The Pacers have not made the NBA Finals since the year 2000 when they beat the Knicks in the East Finals. The Knicks have not won the East since 1999 when they beat the Pacers in the East Finals. All right, that's the sports news for now. After a weekend of floods, climate change experts are warning it will only get worse. You see, local and regional experts are calling on officials to prepare long-term measures and enforce legislation to protect building codes. It comes as several parts of Trinidad continue to clean up in the aftermath of floods.
A familiar sight for Trinbagonians has been met with a renewed warning from climate experts. Invest now in mitigation or face further devastation.
It took us years to get here, and it's going to take us years to get out of it.
Currently in Panama for Climate Week, Steve Maxime has been following the effects of a weekend of rainfall across Trinidad and Tobago. He says while the country's response must be immediate, it must be strategic.
It is not a matter of immediately, digging drains, widening drains, protecting riverine areas. All of these things require time, and it makes absolutely no sense if we attempt to clear drains that are going to be flowing in no particular direction.
Instead, Maxime wants existing legislation to be enforced as it pertains to building codes, stabilize hilly areas, cut down on illegal clearing of land, and monitor quarrying. It's a point Jamaican applied climate scientist Dale Ranking backed up, saying flooding is not a Trinidad problem, but a Caribbean problem.
We have to look at where we're building as well. Some of our infrastructure are in floodplain and flood-prone areas. Do we need to start lifting those, for example? Do we need to retreat from some of the areas that we currently have.
ANT's lead climate negotiator, Kishan Kumar Singh, tells us the price of inaction could severely outweigh the price of action. That comes too late.
Further afield, people in Argentina have started to return to their homes after days of heavy rain caused widespread flooding. Towns north of the capital were swamped when a storm dropped nearly 5 times the average amount of rainfall in May. Al Jazeera reports from Buenos Aires.
This is what the northern part of Buenos Aires looked like over the weekend, as torrential rain caused massive flooding around the area. Felicia Correa's house in the city of Campana was inundated with water, and she was forced to escape in a canoe. This is the first time she's returned home. Almost 10,000 people were evacuated across the province after nearly 300 millimeters of rain fell over 10 municipalities. The poorest areas were among the most affected. The floods happened as Argentina's President Javier Milei pushes for a rollback on environmental regulations, and just like U.S. President Donald Trump, continues to express skepticism about climate change. Some assistance has started to arrive in the city of Campana, but it will take a long time for people here to recover from what they have lost. And while the national government continues to avoid the reality of climate change, people here say they are the ones on the front line and are demanding those in power do much more to protect them. Teresa Bo, Al Jazeera, Buenos Aires.
A reminder of the headlines after this. We're going to leave you now, though, a reminder of the headlines. Grenada wins 18th gold medal at Chelsea Flower Show. Health officials warn of uptick in measles. African Liberation Day celebration set for Sunday at the Esplanade Mall. 4 Grenadian journalists attend disaster risk reduction workshop in Barbados. Also in the news regionally, after a weekend of floods in Trinidad, climate change experts warn it will only get worse. Internationally, heavy flooding in Argentina leaves thousands displaced. Plus in the sports news, GFA Premier League set to kick off this weekend, while Daryl Cyrus called up for duty with West Indies A-team. We wish him the very best. I'm Kenroy, Baptiste. That's all from us in the newsroom. Thank you so much for watching the newscast. Have a great one. Goodbye for now.